talked last week about the public art that is popping up around the city thanks to Erie County and the Albright Knox and their new campaign. This isn't the only artistic project that has people around town talking this season, though. From an abundance of theaters, musical performances, and galleries, Western New York is showing its creative side. Talking arts and culture now with Buffalo Magazine editor Jen Rung. We don't play the piano, that was piped in, just in case anyone was wondering. But we're talking arts and culture with you this morning because that is the theme of your new issue, which is just out on newsstands.
Correct.
And arts and culture in Buffalo, like we said, there's a lot to be excited about in these areas.
There really is a lot to be excited about. And this is really the time of year where I think people get more interested and more involved again. Summer's over. They can focus on new and exciting things going on around town.
Yeah, we were chatting in the break. You dedicate every September, October issue to arts and culture in Western New York.
Yes.
Of course, September is the biggest month of the year in the magazine industry.
Yes.
And why do you choose to do it this time of year, once again?
Really, we started out with our tie-in to presenting the new season of theater in Buffalo and Curtain Up, which is next Friday. Inside the magazine, there's a drop-down pull-out section that details the entire season, including Curtain Up, which is next Friday, what all the theaters are doing, and also throughout the year.
So this is a great resource for anyone that wants to go to a performance for next Friday, Curtain Up, or throughout. I mean, all of these things run continuously, so that's a great planning guide. But also on the cover, we were just checking out the cover art. You focused on some artists as well in Western New York. What did you find when you were seeking these people out to feature?
Really, we just wanted to introduce some important local artists or some interesting local artists in just a very accessible way to readers that might not have already heard of them or know about them. And we picked 4 different, very different artists of different ages and different types of media and that sort of thing to feature.
Who do we see on the cover here?
So on the cover is Fotini Galanis. She really, in the last probably 5 to 10 years, has kind of made inroads or a splash in the local art culture. But she's amazing and just has a great style and some really interesting work and a very interesting background as well that kind of informs her work.
What kind of work does she do?
She's probably best known for, I think, what she terms her scribble art. Just some really beautiful black and white. They almost look like scribbles, but when you look really closely, you see it's extremely involved and very deliberate.
And where can people see it?
She's had shows at the Birchfield Penny. I know she sells some of her pieces there as well, and she has space at the Tri-Main buildings as well, and I think she has a website as well.
So we have some fine art, we have some theater. What other kinds of art and culture are in the issues of this magazine?
I think,
and in Western New York.
Really, the whole issue kind of focuses on the fact that art can be found anywhere. For instance, in our food section, we talk about the art of the plate. So, you know, what some local restaurants are doing to create these amazingly beautiful dishes. You know, the Tabriz, the Cravings, the Merges of Buffalo, and what they're doing. Again, art can be found anywhere.
I found that article really interesting, actually, because you don't realize when you're looking at this plate as the way it's presented, it's actually to enhance the taste and the flavors.
That's right.
And that's really what the chefs from each of those places let the readers know.
Right, kind of taste drives it, but they make it look artistic and beautiful at the same time, so it engages all the senses.
All right, the new issue of Buffalo Magazine is on newsstands now. You can find it at Tops, Wegmans, Talking Leaves, am I forgetting Dashes?
Yep.
Pretty much anywhere where you can find magazines. What's the next issue's theme going to be?
The next issue is our family-themed issue.
Okay.
And I'm excited about that one, too.
All right, sounds very good. We'll be sure to see you then.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break right now. And speaking of plates, we'll be back over in the kitchen.